became a member of this family? When you got married and all that?
Okay.
And what your name is?
My name is Jim Cox. Lisa Whitney, daughter of Ed and Lydia Whitney. We were married September 2nd, 1967.
All right.
And prior to that, we started dating when we were 16 years old.
Oh, so you were childhood sweethearts.
Yes, we were high school sweethearts. And we got married at 19. And Jennifer was born 3 years later when we were 21. And then the rest thereafter.
The rest is thereafter. Okay.
Yes.
And here's two little.
Yeah, this is two little grandsons.
Caitlin and Marie.
They're the daughters of Jennifer.
Daughter of Jennifer, who's doing this interview for us.
The interview.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm ready for the interview.
Okay, what most surprised, confused, alarmed, excited me about this family when I first married?
Well, already I'd been with this family for quite a few years when we got married. As a matter of fact, the Whitneys raised me along with my own family. So the transition was rather slow, and I'd been with this family, so it's really kind of hard to pick one thing.
You knew what you were getting into.
I knew what I was getting into. I thought Mrs. Whitney was extremely sophisticated, and I thought that Mr. Whitney was an extremely smart and brave person to be a businessman.
Ways in which this family is most unlike my own family or any other family I know.
Well, that's again, that's a hard question to answer.
Since you've been in it so long, huh?
Yes, I've been in it so long, since I was 16 years old. There is no really significant way that they're real different than my own family.
A family member most like someone in my own family.
We'll have to plead the longevity part again. It's hard to, I don't know how to answer that one.
Okay.
Idiosyncrasy of my spouses that I now realize is a family trait.
I think that might be called the Scrabble game trait. It seems to have been carried on. I know that Lisa and her mom played Scrabble quite a bit. Of course, my daughter became quite a good Scrabble player.
Right.
As a matter of fact, she won the other night. It was 165.
I know. I was playing there. I was playing with her. I'm well aware of that. How about the boys? Did they play too?
No.
It was just a girl thing, huh?
Just a girl thing.
Okay.
Okay, chief way in which I am like this family.
Chief way I'm like this family?
That you are like the family.
Well, I think the chief way is that we both love and respect my wife, Lisa.
Great.
One thing that drives me nuts about this family. Please limit it to one.
There's nothing. You can't think of anything. Isn't that great?
No, there's, we drive each other to, mutually nice. So it's a give and take, right? 50-50.
What I love most about this family is?
They're a very, very caring, friendly group.
Great. Thank you. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. All right, good. An added question is, what was your favorite book that you read recently? Do you read a lot?
Yes, I do read a lot. Killer Angels.
Killer Angels.
Mm-hmm.
And,
it's a Pulitzer Prize-winning book about the Gettysburg battle in the Civil War.
Oh, great. John likes that kind of book too. What about your favorite movie?
Lately, the latest movie, I've seen several that were fairly good, but I like The Gladiator.
Oh,
It was a good story. It was not as such a bloodthirsty show as I thought it would be.
Okay, thank you very much, Jimmy.
Very welcome.
Would you girls like to say do you have a favorite movie or a favorite TV program? What's your favorite, Caitlin? What do you like to watch on TV? Or your favorite movie?
What's your favorite movie of all time? What's your favorite video?
Yeah, they probably don't call it movies anymore.
You're right.
Well, you think about it. Let me know. Have you thought of one, Marie?
Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid? That's your favorite, huh? You look like a Little Mermaid type. Can you think of one, Marie?
I saw Little Moody with the mask on.
I know.
With that black tail.
Yeah.
I like that kind.
Okay.
All right, how about you, Jennifer? What's your favorite book and movie and that kind of thing?
Favorite all-time book would be something by David Eddings called The Bulgariad. Favorite movie would
She's
have
an intellectual, huh?
to be Star Wars.
And what did you just get your degree in?
Computer programming.
Computer programming. And are you going to be, you already know where you're going to be working?
Whataburger.
Whataburger? Oh, doing what?
Programming, and they have some, for their cash registers, help keep track of their inventory, and it's all run on some Visual Basic program. That's what I'm going to be working on.
Great. Well, I'm glad I got to know you this trip a little bit, even though you whipped us at Scrabble.
That was luck.
A double, triple. You remember the word ramparts?
Ramparts. Yeah.
Come on, Lisa, your turn. Yeah, well,
I'm going to
we want to get a little bit on everybody. All right, so what's your favorite thing to read and what's your favorite movie?
Oh, I love to read most anything, but I really like murder mysteries and just take after my dad on that. And I have lots of his books that he has. Bookshelves full of books. I like to read most anything,
Oh, great.
except the histories, which is what he likes to read. So
Yeah, John's more
balance
into
out there.
history.
Yeah,
John loves
right.
the World War II and
Right.
Civil War history and all that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
that's right. And we kind of agree on the movies. We just recently saw The Perfect Storm and Gladiator. We like both of them, but we like Gladiator the best. It's a good story.
And y'all are building a new house.
Building a new house
You'll be moving
near
to San
Blueberry.
Antonio?
Everyone's invited to come.
Oh, good, good. Well, let us
Think
know
about
when
a
the
year,
house
but
Let us know for the housewarming, huh?
yeah, sure.
Great.
And we'll be in near San Antonio, so it'll be easy to fly in and fly
Right,
out of.
right,
So
great.
come visit us.
A lot easier than Corpus Christi, huh?
Yeah, that's the phone.
Okay. You know who you are.
I am.
and- yeah.
I am Allison Repass.
Okay.
How you want me to say how I fit in the family, or just second?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
We know that.
Okay.
All right. If you could wake up tomorrow with any one ability, a new ability that you don't have now, what would it be?
It would be to have musical talent. I'd like to sing like John.
Oh, great.
Something like that. I have none, and I would love to have some musical ability.
Right. And if you could have lunch with anyone, alive or dead, you know, one lunch with somebody, who would it be?
Bruce Springsteen. Continue that music thing. I've always wanted to meet him.
Okay, well, in leading on into the music,
Yes.
what's your favorite song?
Oh. Get me off here.
You don't have a favorite?
I can't.
What's your favorite kind of music? Like Bruce Springsteen?
Probably, yeah, rock.
That kind of
Rock music, but I can't at the moment think of what my favorite song would be. Sorry.
That's all right. How about a favorite movie? Do you have any favorite?
I've always liked the movie Annie Hall by Woody Allen. It's a good one.
And what about, what kind of books do you like to read?
Mostly fiction.
Fiction. Do you have a favorite book or one? What's the recent book you've read?
My mind is going blank again. I was reading a book called The Millionaire Next Door. On my trip here, that's a business book.
Okay.
And then my mom gave me some novels, so I'll be back on those when I get back.
And tell us what you do.
I'm the director of a drug and alcohol treatment center for teenagers.
And I'll go ask your boys a couple of questions.
Okay, good. Yeah, we have had a great
Thank you
week
very much.
here.
Yeah, good. All right. All right, tell me your name.
Brent
Brent what?
Repass.
And you're Allison's son. And how old are you?
13.
13. Have you had fun this week?
Yes, lots of fun.
All right, good. What was your favorite thing to do here?
Like to ride the horses and play chess.
All right. And what's your favorite movie or TV show? How about TV show?
I'm not sure.
You like a lot of them?
Yeah.
What type of TV shows you like? Game
Police
shows?
shows.
Police shows? Yeah. Shoot 'em up, son.
I like shooting.
And you've already told us you play the cello, and you're going to to orchestra camp next week. Great.
Tomorrow.
Well, we're glad we got to know you a little bit better. We're glad you were here.
Good idea.
Thanks. Bye.
Matt?
Matt, all right, and how old are you, Matt? 10. 10? You've already had your birthday, huh? Right. Have you had fun this week? Oh, good. What was your favorite thing to do?
Probably play tennis.
Play tennis? You play a lot of tennis? You did everything, didn't you? You rode bikes and horses and tennis and swimming and... Did you have a favorite TV show? No? Do you play any musical instrument?
No.
No? What's your favorite sport? Football? Do you play football? Anything? All right, well, it's nice to get to know you this week. We're glad you had a good time, and we'll see you again next year, or in a couple of years, okay? And I hope you and Knowles and Brandon can get together better. I mean, sometime soon.
Okay.
I hear you go down to Houston sometime for sports, and they come up to Arlington, so maybe I'll get to see Brandon at least. Okay, bye. All right, identify yourself. You're in the shade partly.
My eyes are on the sun. I'm Andrew Smith.
And have you had a good time this week?
Okay, I've had a headache most days.
Oh dear, that's too bad. And
Can't take the heat.
you can't take the heat. You're a beach boy.
No, I was retired from that many years ago.
Well, you live by the beach.
Yeah, and I don't go there.
You don't go to the
No,
beach?
I don't. Not unless it's like 5 in the morning.
Oh, it's great. Well, do you have a favorite TV show?
No.
No. What do you do in your spare time?
Work.
That's not spare time. All you do is
I
work.
fish a little bit, play tennis, and just do stuff.
And what do you do for your work?
I
What's your job?
work at the Education Service Center, and the motto of our organization is Together for Children.
Is to do what?
Together for Children.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I worked there 6 months, they haven't told me.
You're keeping it a secret, huh?
No, I help school business offices do their accounting, using some computer packages we sell.
Great. Well, thank you very much. It's good to see you this year. And
Yeah, I'll be here next year too.
all right, great. Good. Bye.
Bye. Picture of you taking a picture.
What are you eating, Jason?
Too much.
Too much of what?
But you good time.
Chicken, corn, beans, all the goodies. Potato
All
salad.
the good stuff.
Very, very good.
Hi.
Hello.
Did your mom and dad ever come down?
They're right there.
Oh, we were saying
Here we are.
hi.
Eating again.
Eating again. Well, you're not eating anything. Did you already eat?
We're into the fat clothes now.
My jeans were real tight last night, but it was only because I washed them.
Of course, that's the only reason.
They were just
We had
drying.
all these wonderful deals. I had no idea.
Chris,
Yes.
the lady over there said that she lives in town. Her thermometer said 109.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
You want to wipe your hands off?
We have some towelettes.
And how are you, Mr. Allen? Are you in a good mood tonight? Allen. He's quiet and he's eating.
Yeah. Nobody's making him take a picture tonight.
Where's Whitney? Aren't you missing somebody? Mitch.
Alan.
You're not feeding that boy enough. I caught you red-handed.
Let Daddy get to one.
Don't give him too much now. It's okay.
Be careful taking me right into the light.
It's working.
All right. Oh, some more of that award-winning world championship brisket. When are you going to shut up shop? down shop.
7:30, but if you're still eating, we'll be more than happy to serve you.
Oh, don't tell them that. Don't tell them that.
The growing boys.
They'll never quit.
I'm going to go ahead and do 2 pieces of corn. 'Cause I'm living wild.
I started off with 2 pieces. I can't deny it.
My last night.
Oh no! Are they cutting you off?
Yeah, I'm cutting myself off. I never went to that kind of go kart thing.
Identify yourself, sir.
I'm Ed or Edward Smith, depending on.
What do you prefer?
I've been going by Ed for a long time, but it seems like
But family-wise, you're still Edward.
family-wise, I'm still Edward. I think I always will be Edward.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of family heritage in that. You came from all kind of grandpas.
Yeah, I kind of got the family name since it's Edward Whitley Smith. So
Right, definitely. And have you had fun this week?
I've had a great time this week. Yeah.
And we want to thank you for all your contributions.
Well, it was a blast. It was fun. You know, I always enjoy doing the things with the kids and just seeing everybody.
It was great. We had a good time too, and I thank you for all your help.
You're welcome.
Let's see. What do you have any favorite TV show?
Any baseball game that's on, that's my
You
favorite.
like watching sports?
I like sports. I also watch the Weather Channel religiously as well.
And you're a runner?
I'm a runner, yeah.
You play on softball or anything like that?
I've been playing. I'm not playing on a team this year, but I've played softball for about the last 12 years. My favorite sports are probably golf and skiing. Right now, snow skiing.
Oh yeah, right. You're living up there where you can do that.
I'm living up
easily.
in the mountains where I can snow ski
In
in the winter
Spokane,
time.
huh?
Yeah. in Spokane.
What are the ski resorts around there?
Well, there's Mount Spokane is 35 minutes from our house. It's really small. There's a couple other small areas, and then there's a nice area called Schweitzer Basin. That's a big full area with big quad chairs and everything. So we got it pretty good. Good ski areas.
And what do you do? What's your job?
My job, I'm a flight attendant. I work for Alaska Airlines, and I've been doing that for it'll be 17 years this
Oh my
December.
gosh, it's been that long.
It's been that long.
So you must like it.
I do enjoy it. It's the great thing about our job, because Leanne does that as well, is that we get a lot of flexibility with our schedules, so we can take time off when we'd like and go places and do things, and we really enjoy it.
And let's see, what else? What about if you could wake up tomorrow with an ability that you don't have today, what would it be?
Play the piano.
Play the piano? We have a lot of people that want musical talent in our family.
I'd be a piano player.
Right. And if you could have lunch with any person in the world, living or dead, and just for one lunch, you wanted to...
Right now, you know, if I could have lunch with somebody right now, I'd be with my grandfather. Actually, with both my grandmother and grandfather. I'd love, after this reunion, I'd love to ask him some questions.
Right.
about things.
Yeah, I thought that too, my grandfather especially, because I knew grandmother's son, but I never knew my
We never knew
grandfather's son.
him. We only know the stories and the tales.
And we're kind of one-sided because we know more of her stories than his. Huh?
Right. So I'd love to talk to him. I guess everyone would love to go back and.
Well, thank you very much.
You bet.
And
You're welcome,
thanks
Candy.
again for all your help.
Well, it was a blast. Thanks for all your work.
All right, bye-bye. Identify yourself, please.
I am Lydia Harsani Host.
Have you had fun this week?
I've had a great time.
What's been your favorite thing?
I think the favorite thing was probably that Knowles and Matt and Brandon have had so much fun. To me, that's been fun to watch them just like rest. And the Olympics one. There's a lot of fun things there. It's gone by too fast.
And
Really relaxed.
what do you do professionally?
I'm an artist, and so I paint oils and I do portraits, and landscapes and still lifes.
And you live where?
In Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama. And what's your favorite TV show?
Well, this year my favorite TV show was a show on cable called The Sopranos. Kind of a gangster cable
It won some kind of awards, didn't it?
It's really good. I feel like like you and Dad would really like it. Sorry. My mother's the person doing this interview.
And, what kind of books do you like?
All different kinds of books. I read a lot. Lately I haven't been reading very much because I've been trying to make myself be more industrious. And I feel like that a guilty pleasure.
Hey, you guys all right?
Excellent.
Where's Skip was delicious.
Good.
So,
The interview of a lifetime, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. So I was reading some mystery thing.
You like mysteries?
No, I mean, I like mysteries, they're okay. And I see my son is, if you want to swing the camera, we can see Brandon and Knowles, two of the three musketeers, riding their bikes up the hill right now. They've been on those bikes the whole time.
Yep.
Knowles, where are you going? Remember, you're supposed to ask me before you go anywhere. Or tell me, huh? Are you going back now? Is that what you're saying? Hey, why would you need to let me know before you go?
Okay, that's the mother coming through. Nice to see you here.
I've been so happy to see you having fun, but I really...
You can't control your emotions.
Okay. I worry where he is every time.
Well, thank you for visiting with us.
That's all I get. Everybody else got along with you.
No, they didn't.
I did. I just got my book
yeah,
movie.
I didn't ask you about if you could have lunch with any person living or dead, who would it be?
Oh, well, how's that a family reunion question?
Besides yourself.
Yeah, it was fun.
If I could have lunch with anybody?
No, just spend one day with somebody, anybody, living or dead.
There's a lot of people that I would have liked to have met that aren't around anymore, but I would say someone who I think would have been a reunion interesting, or actually,
The big high.
one of my heroes right now is Bert Silverman, who's a painter. I think it would be fun to have lunch with him. Bert Silverman.
Her face.
I don't know why you can't hear me. He's an artist that I admire, and but like, was I supposed to say living or dead? It's supposed to be somebody in the history.
No, just
She's done with me already. Okay.
I am. What was the
I'm
other
a boring
question?
interview apparently.
Oh, stop it.
If you, I haven't written down over there.
Thinking of questions.
You can even hear me on this?
If you could wake up tomorrow with some ability that you didn't have before, what would it be?
With ability,
Or, some new
trait,
thing. Yeah.
I think I would like to be more confident. Or have higher self-esteem. If I could wake up and have that, that would be a good thing.
Okay. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Are you ready?
If I can do it while I'm eating.
You're kind of incognito though with your glasses.
All right, Jason. Have you had fun this week?
No.
Go
I
ahead.
really hate that. What now? I don't till right now. I'm just kidding. Yes, I have had a great time.
What's your favorite thing?
Well, I enjoyed easygoing lifestyle, all the good food.
No, Mike.
But yeah, I forgot to say that my food, I really love the food. It was excellent every meal. Sorry. I was happy every meal time.
Echo, it's true. I mean, it was very, very good.
How many times did you ride horses?
One time, but
Oh,
very...
you didn't say what your name was.
Joseph, Jason, Sonny.
Okay. A born-in family member.
Born on the Canal Zone shores.
Okay. If you could have lunch with anybody in the world, living or dead. What? Come on, you're messing up the tape. Who would it be?
I'm sorry, if I
Lunch
could do
with
it.
anybody in the world, living or dead. Who would it be? And why?
Well, that is a tough question. I don't know, a lot of people. I mean, Aristotle.
Okay. Why? Pick his brain?
That was some great acting.
Just to hear...
Distinguishing characteristics.
They were into that.
What about a trait that you would love to wake up tomorrow with? Ability.
To read people's minds.
Well, that's not
I'm
really.
just kidding. To fly. A trait.
See, he has high goals.
That's right.
Why, like to be a pilot?
No, just like be able to...
Flap your wings?
Not even flap, just think it. You start lifting off. Probably to be a better listener. Smarter, learn more.
What's your favorite TV program?
Well, that again is a very, very difficult question.
You don't watch TV?
No, because there's a lot of choices. Well,
What do you hate to miss?
which night, you know? I
hate to miss. I like Strangers with Candy.
What?
Strangers with Candy on Monday night on Comedy Central. Will and Grace I watch every week. I like ER, Friends. A lot of good ones.
Do you read books? For fun?
I read more like on the internet. Not really technical, but probably more boring business type stuff.
Okay, and tell us what business you're in.
In the mind-washing business of advertising. Manipulation.
And who you work for?
Work for Lewis Communications.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
We'll slap the gavel. Close, see?
Okay. Okay. Have y'all had fun this week?
Sarcasm, please.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Margaret.
I'm Ruth.
And I'm Lucy.
You're the Whitney girls, huh?
Right.
The remaining Whitney girls. Okay. Have you had fun this week?
Yes.
Have you had fun this week?
We've had a wonderful, great time.
Okay. One of the things I want to ask you is, do you have any regrets about things you didn't do in your life that you wish you had done?
Doesn't everybody?
Well, name a few.
That's a question we
Name
never
one.
requested. Must have been a lawyer. Yeah.
Any one thing you think of?
I'm trying to think. You kind of get over that.
Yeah.
After a while, when you learn.
You forget all those things. You forget about.
All right.
That's the nice part about getting forgetful. You can forget about.
I always wanted to go live in New York City for a year or so.
You can still do that.
What about what do you think was your biggest fiasco you ever did in your life? Is there something you really screwed up on and you think back
Like we're
now?
going to tell you.
Move that cop, please. This one, or both of those. Yeah. Well, keep it under the table. Let's see. I already asked you, let's see. Was there ever a random event or something that dramatically changed your life? Something you didn't plan on that just happened and it really, like, changed your life around or made a big impact on your life?
World War II.
Okay.
Good answer. That's right.
It did. I got to go to the Philippines.
Right, it did.
It impacted everybody, actually.
Well, yeah. And for me, on a more personal level, I think the first time that Jack and I ever came to the hill country, because we ended up moving to the hill country for a few years, and then we were available to research this place, and so it has had an impact on our
Right,
lives.
definitely. And, this will be interesting. What was your first job, each of you? Tell us about what your first job was and if you remember how much you made.
You want me to start?
Yeah, sure.
My first job was with S.B. Adams Lumber Company at a sawmill out on the creek. About like this. And I made, the people in town were making $15 a week, but I had to have a car to get out there, so I made $20 a week. And I was 17, and I was afraid that they wouldn't let me work if they knew I wasn't 18. But it really didn't matter in the office. It was just in the sawmill. We couldn't work until 18.
What year was it?
1937.
1937. Depression years.
Yeah.
So you made $20 a week?
Yep.
That was quite a bit of money.
Maintained the car, raised a baby, did all sorts of things with that $20.
Well, with mother's help.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Ruth?
Well, our first job was nursing home. We never did
You never-
babysitting or anything like that. No.
Do you
And I
remember what
made
you made?
75 cents an hour.
And where was that?
At Mobile Family. That's right where we went to the Army.
That was after you already had your RN, though.
Yeah.
And what year was that then?
43.
Well, where did you go when you went in the
That
Army?
was during World War
I
II.
went to the
then.
Philippines.
But I mean, were you stationed anywhere here? Or you just
Oh,
went
yeah,
straight?
I was stationed in Texas.
And where?
Texarkana. And it was when Roosevelt died. And we were all called out for a parade, for a memorial like thing the day he died, and even up my skirt. It never really started, but the whole thing was so funny. I mean, that's terrible to say.
So you laughed at the funeral?
Well, no, he wasn't having his funeral. It was just, in honor of him.
Right, he's the commander-in-chief.
I'm afraid we weren't too serious at 21. Sorry.
And then you went to the Philippines, but you weren't in actual fighting or anything, were you?
No, the war was over.
Okay. That was lucky. That was
I got
lucky.
scared. I said, she was coming, man.
Okay, how about you, Margaret?
Well, my first, Ruth mentioned never having done any babysitting, but I did a lot of babysitting when I was in high school, particularly because that was a little after her time, and there were lots of people moving into Mobile, and they had built houses close to where we lived, and there were lots of young military people there with small children. So I did a lot of babysitting, but my first really job anywhere was right after I graduated from high school at a real estate firm called Sage and Burke. And I really don't remember how much I made, but it was a mere pittance, I'm sure. But coffee was 5 cents a cup for a bottomless cup and things like that. And then I followed in Ruth's footsteps and became a nurse, and only I went into the Navy instead of the Army. So,
Were you ever overseas anywhere, or just in
No.
San Francisco?
no.
And that's where you met Jack?
Oakland, Naval Hospital.
Okay. How long were you there?
2 years.
2 years. Yeah, I remember I was a teenager, and she'd bring home her different boyfriends, and I remember a box man one time.
Yeah.
And then
He also told me he was a former CIA agent.
Okay.
Now Becky can say that.
Didn't you break her leg one time? Yeah, Mother said, I wish she wouldn't go skiing. She'll break her leg. Oh, Mother, she wouldn't break her leg. First time, I should have known better because it was the first time I'd ever seen snow, much less skiing.
Okay, this question I asked Mother and Ruth the other day, so they have an advantage over you, Margaret. But if you could have lunch with any person, living or dead, and that's anybody in the world, who would you have? Yeah, she had the same answer for every question we asked her after that. So you don't lead off, Ruth. We'll ask Margaret first, or Mother first.
I think I decided it was Abraham Lincoln. Dusty Bridges.
Mother said Abraham Lincoln. And why?
Well, because he's just my hero.
Okay.
Who is it?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
All right, Margaret?
Well, I just off the top of my head, probably Irma Bombay.
Mine would be St. Thomas Aquinas.
Really? Well, I didn't ask you.
I was going to say, this interview is.
Why would you want to interview Irma Bombay?
Because I remember kind of discovering her before she got real popular. Maybe her column or the things that she wrote. I know I felt like she was probably hiding out under one of the beds in my house because there was so much.
Just like Dr. Laura today, right?
She was.
She's very funny, though.
Yeah, she was. And yet it was all true. And then she really wasn't as funny to me after her kids grew up.
Right.
During those childbirth rearing years, I just felt like she was so lame. And I admired her writing.
How about you, Ruth?
Oh, Amelia Earhart.
Oh, you changed your mind from the other day.
I really feel like one extra little itchy.
Want to find the mystery, huh?
No, I mean, I like.
She said Cary Grant the other day, and then that's all she'd answer after that.
A woman trying to raise herself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was ready. We need to go see the Trick Rover.
All right, what's your favorite movie of all time?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Well, I didn't have it on tape before. Don't get mad.
Favorite book, To Kill a Mockingbird.
You have a favorite movie?
That's my second favorite. I think probably the all-time favorite would be Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. Two Southern Belle.
I just don't have a favorite movie.
All right, well, real quick now, what's your favorite TV show? For right now.
Jeopardy.
I don't have to ask that, huh? Jeopardy.
Can anybody sing the theme?
Anything to say? All right, what about if you could wake up tomorrow with some ability that you don't have now, what would it be?
I would like to grow 6 inches and
Get tall and skinny.
yeah. That's not an ability. Well, an attribute.
Well,
It's one that I don't have. I mean, none of us have. What about you? I would like to be a ballet dancer. You what? A ballet dancer.
and my battery's almost dead anyway.
I'd like to be able to.
Let's see what it looks like.
Now, do I look you in the
It's
eye or
saying
the
light,
camera?
Scott.
What's that?
It's saying light. Like it doesn't have enough light or something, you think?
Okay.
So I'll try it anyway? Look, come see what it looks like.
My suggestion was go up into the Roy Rogers room. You don't think we should do that? Buck Robinson?
Peter Gabriel Jackson,
Peter Gabriel.
You can go in the kitchen where they're washing dishes, there's some bright lights there. Oh, we'll just go for it. Do you think it'll matter? Come look what it looks like. It looks alright in the picture. But it's saying light up there.
Oh, here.
Are you recording?
No? Oh, I am. Well, hello. What's your name?
Noel?
Noel's what?
Suffrage.
And have you had a good time this week?
Yes.
Where are you?
Well, right now I'm kind of outside the dining hall.
Down at the Flying Yellow Ranch in Texas, Bandera, Texas? And you're almost 10 years old.
Yes, sir.
And what's been your favorite part about this week?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm not really sure.
You've done it all, though, haven't you?
Almost. I haven't seen the teepees,
What about the river tonight?
and I saw the river. The river was fun.
You've been horseback riding, and you've been bike riding, and I bet the best part's going to be that you've made two good friends. I had two good friends from you. All right, well, tell me a few things about yourself, like what's your favorite TV show? What do you like to watch the most?
Well, we have Gun Des Moines.
What?
Gun Des Moines.
Gun Des Moines?
Yep. Gun Des Moines or Animal Planet.
Or what? Animal Clinic?
Anthrax.
Oh.
Anthrax or gun doing? What's gun doing?
Gun Des Moines.
I don't know. I think it's
I can spell it out.
That's all right. That's
Okay,
all
spell
Okay.
it out.
Okay.
Gundamwint.
Okay. And do you like to read?
Yes.
What are your favorite kind of things to read?
Well, I like the Zant novel, the Zant, Harry Potter, and Goosebumps.
Okay. So those are series, huh? Good. Do you play any musical instrument?
I play, I haven't taken any lessons on it, but I do play this little teeny flute that I borrowed.
Oh, good. So you might play that when you get a little bit older, further on in school? Good.
And I also play the harmonica, which I like.
Do you know what you're going to be when you grow up?
No, I'm still thinking it over.
Do you have any kind of thoughts about it? Any couple of things that you might consider?
Game designer, pottery. Those are like my only ones that I have thought of in mind.
You're kind of artistic too, huh?
Yes, sir.
Don't you like to draw, and so but pottery would be in that category, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, anything else you want to say about this week or about?
Well, that I think it's great that we've all been together this week.
Oh, thank you. I do too. It's great to have you here. Okay, thank you, Noli.
Good job.
Oh, here's another candidate for our interview. What would you please tell us what your name is?
Brandon,
Brandon what?
Harsani,
And how old are you, Brandon?
9.
9 and almost 10, huh? You're one of our 10-year-old people. And we want to know what's been special to you about this week. What's been your favorite thing?
My favorite thing was probably playing tennis or biking. I don't know which one.
Yeah, you were with Noli and Matt, just doing everything, weren't you?
Yep.
Are you exhausted?
Yeah.
You're probably ready to go home and sleep for a week, huh?
Yeah. We've been staying up till 11:30 too.
I know. Having a good time, huh? How have you liked the food?
It's good.
Have you eaten any of it?
Yeah, I
Your
think
mom said you've been
most of it.
skipping all the meals and just eating the marshmallows.
It's not true.
That's not good.
I ate a lot tonight and a lot yesterday.
What was your favorite meal we had?
Probably the first meal at the creek with the ribs. That was probably.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I like those ribs too. Those were good. What about, what's your favorite TV show?
I have a lot of them.
Well, what's your very favorite? that you just hate to miss?
Probably Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo? Is that a cartoon?
Yeah. It's old, but I
You
just
like it?
it.
And do you like to read? Sometimes? Do you have a favorite book series or some favorite book?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, you like those too? Noah said he liked that too. I haven't read any of those. They're supposed to be really good though. And do you have any idea what you want to do when you grow up?
Maybe be a sports player.
Yeah, you're good at sports. Huh? Computer person?
Maybe be a nose and be a game designer.
Mm-hmm. So you're pretty good at video games too, huh? And all right, well, say what your favorite part of the week was.
I guess. I don't know. I liked every day.
You like
They're
every day?
all about
What about the rope?
Oh, at the lake, at the river was my favorite.
You like that swinging on the river, jumping off those high jumps?
What about the Olympics? The WOW Olympics.
What?
The WOW Olympics.
The races? That was pretty good fun too, huh?
Yeah, the WOW Olympics.
Well, listen, do you play a musical instrument too?
Well, I just like, every year my brother gets like, he used to get, like, he got a recorder in 4th grade and we got a ukulele in 5th grade, so I play those sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a wooden flute that I play sometimes.
So you think you'll play when you get old enough to be in the band?
Yeah.
Sometime?
I want to play the drums.
Well, we're glad you were here with us this week and part of our family. We had a good time together, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, would you identify yourself, please?
Yes, please. My name is John Robert Host.
And how long have you been a part of this family?
Well, ma'am, I've been married to your daughter Lydia since November 7th, 1997.
Mm-hmm. November what?
7th?
Okay. Well, I'm sure. I'm glad you are. Okay. Listen, we have to ask you a few extra in-law questions here. What first excited you or confused you or amazed you about this family when you married into it?
Ma'am, the prevalence of beauty, ma'am.
Good answer.
The inordinate amount of beauty and wisdom flowing throughout.
Especially the women?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Actually, nearly exclusively the women.
Okay.
Especially matriarchal figures.
And what idiosyncrasy have you noticed about this family that you thought was, that you've seen in your spouse but you notice is a family trait?
There is a love of food, I think, that runs through this family. That's not idiosyncratic. Let me think. Sentence finishing. Something. These are good things, but sometimes I don't really know what I want to say. God, help me. The love of nature and fellow man.
All right. What drives you crazy about this family? And keep your face turned to the light, please.
What drives me crazy about this family? Just all the darn love.
Well, what's your favorite thing about this family?
All the darn love? Let me think, though. These are good questions. Give me a pause, thanks.
Okay. Now, what drives you crazy about this family? Please limit it to one. And keep your face turned this way.
I can't remember. Scott told me not to say things. I lost it. Okay, can we go to the next question, please?
Okay. What do you love most about this family?
I think that this family really does care for all of its members. there's a whole lot of genuine love, really.
And is there one person in this family that reminds you of somebody in your own family? What particularly?
Scott reminds me a lot of my own brother Bill.
Okay. For any particular reason? Just
Caustic wit, I would say. Is that okay?
that's good. All right. What's been your favorite part of this week?
Other than the diarrhea? I loved my first horse ride. The Olympic thing was really cool. Party was good. The golf outing was really cool too. The rope swings were neat. Swimming, volleyball, everything.
All right.
Really awesome.
And do you have a favorite TV?
Water balloon toss.
Okay. Please limit it to 5. Do you have a favorite TV show?
I know, ma'am, I don't allow myself nor my children to watch television. Actually, I like that crocodile hunter guy. I used to like The Sopranos. I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay, that's the same answer you like, Dave.
Yeah.
What about, what kind of books do you like to read?
I don't know. I'm reading a mystery now, sort of a junky little mystery, but I liked Angela's Ashes. Didn't read the follow-up to that. What have I read recently that was good? I don't know.
Just like
Popular
general
fiction
okay.
and, well, like I said, non-fiction stuff.
All right. And what do you do for a profession? What's your job?
I work in a hard cath lab at Providence Hospital in Mobile, Alabama. I'm the data analyst for these people.
You've worked there quite a while, right?
Yes, almost 19 years now, ma'am.
So you're almost ready to retire, huh?
Wouldn't one hope.
All right, if you could have lunch with any person, living or dead, in the world, that's ever existed in the world, who would that be and why?
Just one person?
Just one person.
That's too hard. My immediate answer was Einstein, then I thought I should probably have to say Jesus to be good, but Einstein I think would be really cool.
Why? Just because
I think he was so out there in his thinking. And I'd like him to explain his theory of relativity to me. Because in the little book that he wrote to, like, explain it to idiots like me, I still can't understand it.
wasn't clear enough, huh? All right, if you could wake up tomorrow with an ability that you don't have, or an attribute, what would that be?
Flight, man, flight. Human flight. Or self-powered flight.
Oh, it's amazing. He and Jason think alike, huh?
That was easy. I always just have flight dreams.
I think that's about it. And you've had a good time this week. We're glad you're part of our family.
Thank you.
And we'll keep you for a while.
Thank you.
As long as you keep giving the right answers.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to
Okay.
work on it.
Bye.
Bye.
Being interrogated.
All right, would you identify yourself, please?
I am Scott Harsani, your oldest son.
Here comes the booth.
And how old are you?
And I am 38 years old,
Mm-hmm.
born in 1962, so I missed being a decade baby at this reunion.
You didn't get any special present.
Didn't get any special present, but we had a great time. It was good.
So what was your favorite part about the week?
Well, of course, all the visiting, getting to see all my cousins and nephews and nieces and all that good stuff. But I think I enjoyed the Olympic Games. I thought that was a lot of fun, and the big Friday night bonanza I thought was a lot of fun too. But everything was fun. But those two stood out.
Okay. And you What's your favorite TV show?
Let's see. I enjoy watching Friends and the old reruns of Seinfeld, and yeah, those are my
Your
favorites.
favorites?
Yeah.
What kind of music do you like?
Well, I don't like all kinds. I'm sure everybody says they like all kinds, but I usually just like rock or pop rock, that sort of thing. So
I forgot to ask John about his music.
I should ask John.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so just popular top 40 type stuff.
All right, if you could have lunch with anybody that was ever living or dead in this world, who would that be?
I should have thought through this before. I heard you ask it to a couple other people, but I don't know. I guess John's with Jesus would have been good, but I don't know. Let's see. Just if I just pick today and I could pick again tomorrow, probably be someone maybe like Bill Gates. I think that would be interesting to hear. Just talk with him.
You'd like to be in high school with him and start out with him?
Be his best pal.
Buddy.
Back in the 70s. But anyways, Bill Gates there's so many other people, but that'd be an interesting one. And since his company's about to get split in two, it'd be interesting. See if when we watch this tape in 10 years whether he actually got split in two or not.
Right.
All right.
What about what attribute would you choose for yourself, or
special
or
ability?
talent, or something, a special ability that if you could choose anything?
Well, let's see. I was thinking of two of them, so I'm just going to say what they both are. I was thinking either the ability to never have to sleep would be kind of neat. I think you could just, or you didn't have to eat, even though the food's been really good. And just sometimes eating just gets in the way of
other stuff.
The other stuff. So, but probably the sleeping one, not having to sleep would be a neat. Anyway.
And what do you do for a profession?
Let's see. I work at Compaq. I've been there.
Sit up straighter.
Compaq Computers. Been there for 12 years, and I guess I'm now I've just become a product manager in the server systems group. Okay, so I've only worked there 3 days, so I'm brand new.
So you don't know if you're gonna like it or not, huh?
That's right.
Well, you can look at this tape in 10 years and find out whether you did, huh?
That's right.
And so you've generally had a good time this week?
I think this worked out to be a great vacation. I mean, we all got along real well and got to visit with everybody and see everybody's kids. And I think almost everybody who planned to come came, and we all got along real good. And it was a great time. So,
well, seeing all these families together, like from the Whitneys and the Smiths and the Keelers, do you see any common trait that runs through all of the family?
Maybe dark eyebrows. I don't know. I mean, other than that, I don't. Yeah.
No.
Do you?
I thought you were going to say controlling women.
Oh. Well, that's obvious. That was.
The men are pretty.
We all cower in the
too.
background and run for shelter. Anyway, go ahead. Is that it?
Okay, that's
all right.
Glad you've had fun, and we're.
Well, thank you, Mom. You did a great job.
Okay, thanks.
All right, love you. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye. Me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You do?
Mhm.
So the camera's rolling, I think.
Yeah. Would you identify yourself, please?
My name is Knight.
Knight what? How about O'Connor Knight?
Stop it. You do?
Mhm.
So the camera's rolling, I think.
Yeah. Would you identify yourself, please?
My name is Knight.
Knight what? How about O'Connor Knight Suffage?
Okay.
Okay. And how old are you?
I don't know. 13?
13. And have you had fun this week?
Sure.
What's been your favorite part?
Horses?
The horses? Riding the horses?
Sure.
Is that your first horseback riding experiences?
No.
No? But you like the western kind of riding?
It's the same thing, but yeah.
No, it's not really. Western English is a lot different. I didn't know if you'd ridden
It's a
western.
lot harder than it was in Tennessee.
But Tennessee, I mean, you rode English horses, didn't you?
No, I rode in the mountains.
But not, did you rode in Western saddles?
I don't know.
They didn't have horns on them, did they?
I don't know.
Anyway, okay, let's proceed with this now. You don't have any favorites, anything, huh? You don't watch anything on TV? You don't have a favorite show?
TV program. Okay, let me see. Oh, let me think about it.
Look at me, please. Don't look, keep your face in the light.
A game.
A game?
I don't know, a game on TV.
A game on TV? You like?
Yeah,
That's your favorite?
shows,
Game shows?
sports games.
Okay. Do you if y'all don't do you have a favorite book or series of books, or do you like to read a lot?
Yeah, I read a lot. I don't have a favorite though.
You don't have a favorite? Just like any type of thing it's your favorite?
I don't like new books, like the ones about people, like what they're doing right now.
What?
Like about people, what they're doing right now, like ones my mom reads.
Okay, you like more history and stuff? Or true things?
Historical.
Okay.
Old.
All right, tell me this now. If you could have lunch with anybody in the world that was ever alive or that's dead now, who would that be? Anybody in history or anything?
I gotta think for a minute.
Okay.
You can cut off the potato.
Who?
How about Christopher Columbus?
Well, I find out whether he really was the first one over here. Okay. Christopher Columbus. All right. Is there some thing, if you could wake up tomorrow and have anything you wish like that you could do, or some attribute or talent that you could get that you don't have now, what would it be?
Not to have a fear of heights.
That came out today, huh? Trying to climb up the
It's
ladder.
come out a lot.
Really? Well, I'm kind of afraid of heights too, but mostly just like real high buildings and stuff. All right, do you have any idea what you want to do when you grow up?
I don't want to be like a
Just what you don't want to do, you don't know what you do want to do?
That's all I can say. I don't want to be as a bitch digger.
You know, are you thinking, do you have any interest in like writing or being an engineer, building things or anything like that? No? Okay, well, just be fun to look at this in 10 years and see if you had any, if you became what you thought you might become. Nothing? You can't think of anything?
No, let me see.
No? Okay. Let's see. What else? Anyway, we're glad you were here this week, and we're glad you visited us in California the week before. We've enjoyed getting to know you better. And, uh-huh. Don't you think we got to know you better? You got to know me better? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Cameron.
Bye. Tell yourself, please, ma'am.
Linda Talent, daughter of Ruth and Dan.
Right. And have you had a good time this week?
Oh, it's been wonderful.
Great. What was your favorite thing?
My favorite thing was getting to know all of my cousins as adults. Because a lot of them I remember as babies or small children, and it's just been fun to feel like they're my friends.
And let's see, we don't have to ask you the in-law question. Well, it was nice getting to know your maybe future in-law, Glenn. We got to know him. So probably the first part of the week was your favorite part, right? When he was here.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Tell her why. Getting to know Glenn better.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Do you have a favorite TV show?
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld is your favorite.
I've been watching reruns every evening at
Scott
6:30
mentioned that
for
one
several
too.
years.
That's one of his favorites.
That's so funny. I don't watch a lot of TV.
And do you read a lot?
I read quite
Do
a
you
lot.
have certain books that you like the best? Or?
Usually I read a lot of fiction. I do novels. I read some nonfiction, but the latest thing was Lake News, and it was mediocre, but it entertained me this week.
Good. I haven't even read a thing this week. I've read a few magazines, but
Yeah,
that's
not
it.
too much.
And if you could have lunch with anybody in the world that was living now or dead now but did live before, who would that be? I should have the producer over here.
Yeah, I guess Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, oh,
I'd like to
that's
pick her brain, see what really happened.
You'd just like to know the gory details, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. What was he? If you could wake up tomorrow morning and have some attribute or talent or something that you don't have now, what would that be?
I'd love to be able to play the flute.
Oh.
And I took lessons a few years ago, and I was terrible. But at least I tried.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the flute. I think it's a beautiful instrument, and that's what I'd like to be able to do.
Great. And do you tell us a little bit about your job?
My job, I've been a nurse for a long time, and I work in an outpatient area at the VA hospital in Biloxi. Been there for about 9 years, and hopefully in another 5 years I can retire. That's my goal in life.
Oh, great. And you were saying that you do a lot of work with tell about the horse program.
Work on Saturdays with a group called Gates to Success. We teach horseback riding to disabled children. I've been doing that for about 3 years, and I've learned to ride in the process. So that's been a lot of fun for me. And I feel like I'm giving something back to the community.
Stop. It's getting loud in here. Well, thank you very much for your interview. I'm glad you were here this week. We enjoyed having you around, too.
Oh, it's been great, and thank you for all the work that you do.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Sean needs to be playing his guitar in the background.
He is? Oh, yeah, he should be. He was going to play a song for us, and then he won't do it now. But he's going to play it and then have Scott playing in the background on this tape, supposedly. Okay. You think they'll behave themselves?
Okay, thank
Okay.
Jason done it yet?
Yep, Jason's done it.
Who haven't done it?
Mickey and... what? That's not.
Well, see, watch.
Identify yourself, please, sir, and tell us how you got into being in this family. You have a few extra questions since you're an in-law. Would you tell us your name?
Myself, my name is Aston Malik.
Husband of Nikki Malik. Nikki Huey.
Originally from Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
I met Nicole 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
You got married. You've been married a year now. A year and a half?
More than a year.
Year and a half. Well, by just your first impressions of the family, is there anything really a lot different than your own family, or any certain things that we do that you think are really strange or unusual?
Obviously, the culture is totally different.
Right.
But, I don't see anything unusual.
Not anything too unusual. Is there anybody in this family group that you've seen this week that like somebody else in your family? That reminds you of somebody, of their personality, or?
I didn't really get to study much of the personality of people. I'm not sure how can I compare that
Right,
to
you
somebody
haven't
in my
gotten
family. I really don't know.
No. Okay.
Did he tell Gary that I was bossy like his mother?
Oh, that counts, huh? And you've had a good time this week?
Oh yeah, I had a great time.
Good. What was your favorite thing? Of course, you hadn't been here all week.
Horseback riding.
The horseback riding? You enjoyed that? Good. Good. You didn't get sore or anything?
Sorry?
You didn't get sore from the
I
horseback?
did. My back was hurting. All right.
Are you used to it, or is this the first time you've horseback
That was
ridden?
my first time riding by myself. I rode it before, but somebody had the horse.
Good. And if you could have a lunch or a meal with somebody that's famous in history, or somebody that's already dead, who would that be?
History?
Just anybody that you admire, that you wish you could have just a few hours together with to talk to and find out things.
Would be Bill Gates.
Bill Gates? That's the same one Scott said. He'd like to know Bill Gates better. Is there anything that you wish you could wake up tomorrow morning and you could have a new attribute or new talent or something that you don't have, that you wish you had? Like to play music or dance or sing? Or
Play a music instrument.
You don't play anything? No? What do you do in your spare time? Or what do you do for relaxation?
Watch TV.
Oh, what's your favorite TV show?
I like Friends.
Friends? That's your favorite?
My favorite.
And what type of music do you like?
All kinds.
All kinds? And what are you doing for a job? What's your profession?
I just work part-time at the restaurant, but right now I'm studying full-time.
Are you going to change career? I mean, what are you studying to be?
I'm studying e-commerce, which is internet marketing and web page building and all that stuff.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. We're glad you had a good time. And we'll see you again at the next one. Okay. Bye. Would you identify yourself, please, ma'am?
Yes, my name is Nicole Janine Portingham Malik. I'm the daughter of Chris and Gary Portingham.
And how old are you, Nikki?
I'm 24.
What was your birthday?
4/24/76.
All right. And you've just been married about a year and a half. And have you had fun this week?
I had a great time this week.
And what was your favorite thing about the week?
Getting to know the family and having pool time with the kids outside, and the Olympics was fun. Good time there.
Yeah, that was fun. I hope we can hear you over all this conversation. And it was fun getting to know your husband a little bit better too. You know, I only saw him at the wedding, and just so I got to know him a little bit better this time. And do you have a favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is Law and Order.
Really?
Or Unsolved Mysteries. I like the mystery. Or I like to try to solve the mystery or see if I know anything.
Do you read books like that too?
No book reading.
Not book reading. How'd you get over your family not being a book reader? Well, your mom's not so much, but your grandma is, huh?
Pretty much my whole family reads books, but I'm more an outdoors person or...
Yeah, what do you do when you're not working? What do you like to do?
Not working, just visiting with friends or outside, doing something with friends.
And tell me about your job, too.
I work at USA Medical Center, which is a trauma unit, a trauma 1 level unit, and it's exciting. We get all the traumas and gunshots and everything, and I work in the operating room, I scrub and circulate. So I enjoy it.
And you plan to keep doing that for a while?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't change it. I love it.
But your grandma said you were talking about, or your mom maybe was saying you were talking about going to graduate school. And
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about graduate school, so I can do clinical nurse, which is more of an educator in the operating room, but I can still do my work.
So you do both, huh? All right, well now we're to that question. If you could have lunch with anybody, living or dead, who would that be? And why?
I'm going to say Stephen King because he's a mystery.
Oh, right.
And I like the mystery. I like to figure out, I should be a lawyer, but I like to, figure out things. And so I'd like to have lunch with him.
That'd be good. Exciting too, huh? Yeah. And if you could wake up tomorrow and have something different about yourself, an attribute or a talent that you've always wanted to do but you haven't been able to do, what would that be?
I want to be a suture assistant. I want to be able to suture. I want to be able to tack. So that's one thing I want to go to school for.
Is that a specialty?
I think you have to go to school for it. So that's one thing I want to do. To be able to assist and do suturing and.
So you'll probably be able to do that, huh? That's great. Well, think of anything else you want to say about the week or anything?
That I had a wonderful time and thank you all for everything. And,
well, thank you for participating in everything. Right. We're hoping in a couple of years we can do it again. Great. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Would you identify yourself, please? What's your name?
Adam Tyler Samuel.
And what's your birthday?
October 7, 81.
Okay. And have you had fun this week?
Yep.
What has been your favorite part?
Favorite part?
Okay. And have you had fun this week?
Yep.
What has been your favorite part?
Favorite part? Favorite part? Getting to meet everybody I know.
And you've liked all the things, riding horses and everything? And staying, swimming and all the golf and all that? And, all right, what's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? You already know what it is.
Right. Well, tell the camera.
Wrestling.
Right. WCW,
WCW and all of those.
all the wrestling shows. And that's your favorite sport too, right?
I don't know if they call it sport, but favorite.
And obviously you're a San Diego Padres fan.
Yes.
By your hat. Do you, if you could have lunch with anybody that's living or dead, anybody that's ever been in the world or that's in the world now, who would that be?
Anybody.
Sit back though, I can't see your face.
I'm gonna pick one, that's hard. One.
I'm gonna try and, who?
Hulk Hogan, probably.
Who?
Hulk Hogan, probably.
You would? Why? Just because he's been around so long and he could give you some advice? And if you could do something that you've never been able to do, you could wake up tomorrow and you could do something or have some physical attribute, what would it be? You'd wake up, well, you can already cook. I thought you were going to say be a basketball star or something. No, just be a good cook without having to go to school to learn. Okay. Let's see, I've already asked you your favorite things this week. And who have you gotten along with best this week, you think? Did you get bonded with your brother some more, Jason?
Alright.
By being his roommate?
Not really, but kind of.
Good. Okay, well, we're glad you were here and glad you participated in everything. Thank you for your participation. Bye-bye. Yourself, please, ma'am.
Amy, Whitney, Aiken.
Okay, and what's your birthday, Amy?
January 20th, 1971. Do I say the year?
Sure.
Okay, I can say the year.
Yeah. This is a family member. Have you had fun? Well, you haven't been here all week, but have you had fun the days you've been here?
3 days, I've had a blast.
Great. And what was your favorite thing that you've done the last few days?
Activity-wise or just stuff to do?
Whatever.
You know what's been really fun is just like seeing people I haven't seen since I was probably that high and just seeing how they turned out and how their kids look and what their spouses are like. That's been really, that's been the neatest thing for me.
I think
seeing
so.
people I haven't seen in a long time.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have said.
Yeah.
And now here are a few special questions we're going to say. If you could have lunch with any person with either living now or somebody from history, just one person that you could spend a few hours with, who would that be and why?
I couldn't pick just one. It would have to be two.
Okay.
So, my mom and dad.
Really? You'd like them back again?
I just like to...
Even for a few hours?
It'd just be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be neat to fill them in on
what's going on in your
even
life.
if they know, but it'd be neat to fill them in.
Okay, well, that's a neat answer. And do you have a favorite TV show?
Little House on the Prairie.
Really?
I think it's appropriate.
Right, that is
Yeah,
something.
older show, but yeah.
And do you read a lot? What type of books do you like, or do you have a favorite?
Just about anything. True crime and biographies and mostly true stuff, although I've been reading the Harry Potter series. Stuff, yeah.
Both boys you mentioned that too.
I just got the fourth one. Oh, it's great. It's great. But mostly like the true crime, the true disaster, anything with the truth behind it. Yeah.
Oh, great.
That kind of stuff.
And if you could wake up tomorrow and have some attribute or a talent that you wish you had and you don't have, what would that be?
I don't know. Maybe to go back in time. I think that'd be kind of neat. But just, not permanently. To be able to go back and forth in time, I think would be cool.
A lot of the Bennett said to be able to fly without planes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No,
I'm
you're not a flyer.
with the plane.
Okay. Well, I guess we're glad to have had you here and get to know you a little bit better.
Thank you
and,
for having me.
Yeah, we're sorry that Travis wasn't here.
I am too.
But,
I hear rumors the next one.
Oh, tell me about your job. I've been
My job?
yeah.
I'm a producer for post-production house. We do commercials and stuff, and my husband Travis is an editor. So we work with competitive companies.
And you've just moved to San Francisco.
Just moved to San Francisco last week. So
in the process.
We're in the process. I'll get home, and hopefully some more things will be unpacked.
Right.
So.
Well, we'll be anxious to hear about all the famous things you've done next time we have a reunion.
In Grand Cayman.
Right, in Grand Cayman or wherever.
Be there for that
okay.
one.
Okay,
He'll
good.
Be there.
Good.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
I'll see you later.
All
Bye.
right.
You can do it tomorrow too. Would you identify yourself, please?
My name is Sarah Lee Nicholas Ross.
And what is your birthday?
10/18/57.
Okay. And you're married to Mitch and have little twin babies.
Yes.
And you're living in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Are you working at all?
Yes, I'm taking care of two 2-year-olds. I work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Much harder than any other career you've had, right?
Yes.
And have you had fun this week? Well, those days you've been here?
Had a good time.
Good. And what's been your favorite part?
The wide open spaces and being with family who are friends as well. Texas life and friendship. I think that's
good. And one of the questions we're asking everybody is their favorite TV show.
Watch Mystery. PBS.
Okay.
My favorite.
Good. And that if you could have lunch with one person for a couple of hours from history or somebody in the present, famous person.
Shakespeare, without question. Yes.
Oh, great.
If indeed he did exist.
Okay. And okay, we're coming.
Hey, wait! Don't close. I've got more to share.
I know. Are you all gonna be here in the morning? Yeah. Well, I'll finish it up in the morning. Then I think it's too bright, Lauren. Let's go on the other side, okay? Okay, first of all, tell me who you are.
Lauren.
Lauren what?
Arsen.
And how old are you, Lauren?
7.
7. When's your birthday?
June 1st.
And what year were you born?
1993.
Well, we want to know if you had a good time this week.
Yeah, perfect.
What was your favorite thing to do?
Horseback riding.
You like that a lot, huh? Who was your favorite horse?
Chief.
Chief? You really like, how many times did you get to ride him?
3.
3? Okay, and I think you had a lot of fun playing with Daisy too, didn't you?
Yes.
That was fun to see you having a good time with your cousins. Did you, what's your favorite TV show?
Full House.
Full House? And do you like to read books?
Yeah.
What's your favorite books? What kind of books do you like to read?
Timothy Jones.
Jennifer Jones? Jenny B. Jones? I don't know about those. And you're going to be in 2nd grade next year?
Yeah.
You like your school?
Yeah.
If you, do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
Veterinarian.
A veterinarian, great. You're going to be the veterinarian who takes care of dogs and cats, or horses and big animals?
And dogs and cats.
Dogs and cats. And you might get a dog when summer's over, huh? For your birthday? Good. Let's see. If you could have lunch with some famous person, who would that be? Who would be your favorite person you'd like to have lunch with? Stacy? Oh, that'd be fun, huh? She's not exactly famous, but it'd still be fun, huh? And if you could do something that you can't do now, what would you like to be? Like if you could be a pianist or a famous movie star or something, what would you like to do? Something like that. Be a movie star? Well, you'd be a good one. So you've had a lot of fun this week, huh?
Yep.
Good. And we're glad you were here, and we thank you for being here and for taking part in everything. You were a good girl, and we had fun being around you. Bye. Have a good trip back to Houston. Okay. Bye. Ready?
I want to give you a handful of bubble gum.
Okay.
That's what Mom said.
Simon, would you tell me your name, little boy?
Simon.
Simon what?
Simon.
Simon Cruz Haggerty?
Yeah.
And how old are you, Simon?
2.5.
2.5. When's your birthday?
October 28th.
October 28th?
Yeah.
Have you had fun this week?
Yeah.
What did you do? Did you go swimming?
Yeah. When I drowned in there.
You drowned in there? Oh my goodness, that was terrible.
Spencer caught me in the water, in the pool.
Oh, did you get to go horseback ride the pony?
Yeah.
And did you play in the children's center some?
I just playing my class.
And what are you gonna be when you grow up? You gonna be a teacher like your dad?
Yeah.
Or or a cowboy?
Yeah.
Or a wrestler? Or a fireman? Or a pilot? What are you gonna be?
Airplane driver.
Airplane driver? All right. We'll see when we interview you in a few more years if you became a pilot. Okay, thank you. Oh, hello, little boy. What's your name? Spencer what? Spencer James Shimoda Haggerty, right?
Yeah.
And how old are you?
7.5.
And when's your birthday?
August 14th.
Oh, it's not long, huh? About a month away. And have you had fun this week?
Yeah.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite thing?
Going swimming. I could swim underwater.
Oh, you learned something new this week, didn't you? You were a little bit afraid at first to get water in your face, huh? Now you love to swim. No, Simon. And what do you want to be when you grow up, Spencer?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't have anything you think about maybe you'd like to be? Now how about, what's your favorite thing to do in school?
Get chased by girls.
Get chased by girls? My goodness. Do you read books?
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of book to read?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
And sharks.
And sharks. Well, maybe you're going to be a veterinarian like Lauren. She wants to be a veterinarian too. So you had a lot of fun this week. And now you're ready to drive back to California, huh?
Yeah.
Good. All right, well, we're glad you were here and you got to know some of your cousins better, didn't you? Did you have one particular friend you had a lot of fun with there this time? Who'd you play with the most, do you think?
Noel, Brandon, and Justin.
Oh, that was good. Okay, well, we're glad you were here, and we'll talk to you next time we have one of these reunions, and we'll see how you're doing then, okay? Okay, bye. Hi, what's your name?
Daisy, Lisa. This is mine.
All right.
Daisy, Ray.
Candace?
Candace, Ray, Elizabeth, Reese.
Right. And have you had fun this week?
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing?
I think my favorite thing was horseback riding.
Think so? And who was your favorite horse? You rode Mama several times.
Wilma Jane was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she was kind of bratty, wasn't she?
Kinda.
But you liked her anyway, huh?
Yeah.
Good. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
I think I'm gonna be. It's not much of a job, but I want to be a motorcycle driver.
Oh, really? And like race?
Yeah.
Well, you can make lots of money if you learn how to do it good, huh?
Yeah.
Uncle Steve will like to hear that. What about, what's your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is Power Rangers.
Power Rangers? And what about your favorite movie? Video?
Favorite tape or?
Video, yeah, like.
My videotape is.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite videotape is Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. I had never even seen that one. I thought you were going to say Beauty and the Beast or something.
I don't like Beauty and the Beast. Hey.
Well, who did you have the most fun with here this week? Which person?
I think that would be Lauren.
Lauren. You had a good time with Lauren, didn't you? Your cousin. You got to see lots of cousins, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we're glad you were here, and now you're getting ready to drive back to California.
Yeah.
I hope you have a safe trip.
Thanks, but I'll miss everybody.
I know, I am too. Okay, love you. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye. Okay, we're going to ask far as we've already done the in-law questionnaire, but we wanted to ask him the question about if he could have lunch with one favorite person in history, the living or dead, who would that be, and why?
Neil Armstrong.
Why?
Why? Because he's one of my greatest heroes that still walks the face of the earth.
Oh, good.
Or Buzz Aldrin, first two men to walk on the moon. Those guys are just completely out of this world.
Neat. Okay. Did I ask you what your favorite TV show was?
No.
Do you have one?
No.
No? Okay. Favorite movie?
I have a few of those.
All right, well, name a couple.
Let me see. Saving Private Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Braveheart.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you like all the bloody ones.
I like all the war movies. Blood and guts.
Okay. What about if you could wake up tomorrow morning with some attribute or talent or something that you don't have now that you would like to have, what would that be?
I can wake up tomorrow. How to make more money real fast to retire young.
That's a good one. Okay, well, I hope you have a safe trip back to California.
We will.
And take care of my car.
I will.
No bumpers.
It'll be clean when you get it back.
Okay. Bye.
Scott took care of the bumper this trip.
Right. Bye.
Bye.
Stop, please.
I'm Justin.
Justin what?
Harsani.
Justin Scott Harsani?
Yeah.
And what's your birthday?
May 27th.
What year?
88.
88. And have you had fun this week?
Yeah.
What's been the most fun to you?
Brandon, Harsani, down.
What?
No.
Scott, I'm interviewing here.
Probably kids camp and hanging out with little cousins.
So did you have a favorite friend here, a favorite cousin, or just everybody?
Everybody.
You had fun with everybody, huh? And what was your favorite thing to do? I mean, as far as the activities?
Probably the calf scramble. That was really fun.
The what?
Calf scramble?
Oh yeah, that's right. You won a shirt, huh? Did you win both times?
No, I only had
One time. They did it 2 days though, right?
Yeah.
And all right. Let's see. I know you have a musical ability, huh? You want to tell us what you play?
I played a tuba,
Mhm.
and I made second choice in cornet, which is the best band.
All right. And what grade will you be in next year?
7th.
7th. So you'll be in the symphonic band in the 7th grade.
Mhm.
What's the name of your school?
Blisle Middle School.
What?
Blisle Middle School.
Blisle?
Mhm.
And if you could have lunch with anybody that's either living now or somebody that's dead, somebody out of history, just to have lunch with somebody famous, who would that be? So you could talk to somebody famous.
I don't know.
No? No superhero or anything? All right. What? You can think about that. Do you like to read?
Not really.
Not really? What about your favorite TV program?
I don't really have. I just like things on and off.
Yeah, you like a lot of them?
Mhm.
A favorite movie?
No.
No? You're pretty much middle of the road, huh?
Mhm.
Like them all?
Yep.
Well, do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
I would like to be a fighter pilot.
A fighter pilot, my goodness. That sounds scary. So you want to be a pilot first of all, huh?
Mhm.
And then maybe go in the military and be a fighter pilot.
Mhm.
Well, that's good. I'd rather have you be an airline pilot, though, and just fly people around safely. Okay, well, glad you had fun this week. Thank you for participating, and thank you for all your help.
Okay.
We love you, and have a safe trip back to Houston.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. Where is she? She's not coming. Scott. She's not coming. Where's Leslie? Okay. I forgot to ask you, what your favorite movie is.
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. And how about your favorite TV show?
General Hospital.
Oh, that's right. You've been hooked on that a long time,
A long
huh?
time. Since college.
You don't have to tape them anymore, though, huh?
No, occasionally. It's
Occasionally?
easier to watch.
Do you, if you could have lunch with any person, living or dead, from history or somebody now that's famous, who would that be and why?
How about George and Barbara Bush?
Oh, okay. Why?
Oh, I just think they're really neat people, and in Houston you hear a lot about them, and I don't know, I think they're really neat. She seems like a great lady.
Good. If you could have an attribute, wake up tomorrow with some attribute or talent that you don't have now, what would that be?
Taller and thinner.
Yeah, I had a few of those. Okay, well, thank you. Y'all have a safe trip back.
Okay, it was
Love
fun.
you. Bye.
Elizabeth Hersani Haggerty.
And have you had fun this week? First of
oh.
all, you have to tell us your birthday.
6/20/68, June 20th.
Okay. And tell us about if you've had a good time this week.
If I have had a good time, I've had an awesome time. Where are they looking at? And it's been, Forrest and I both talked, and we said if we could do this every year, we would come back here because we've had so much fun. Our kids have played. We think Candy and John and Margaret did an awesome pick. And really, this was great. I was pampered. Someone cooked for me, cleaned for me. My kids were entertained. I had daycare. My gosh, I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning drinking beer. I got up, slept late, had breakfast made for me, and I'm just trying to think, there's what better life is this and this. I'm really quite sad except that I miss Matt. That's the only reason I want to go home. Really. So
what was your very favorite thing to do here, or very favorite part of the trip?
Everything I just mentioned. I don't have a specific.
You don't have a specific one.
Everyone held Elizabeth. That was a good thing. Seeing my kids have so much fun, that really was my favorite part, because they really did have so much fun. That makes everything worthwhile.
Okay. Did you, you felt like you got to know all your cousins a lot better and stuff like that? Or did you have time to
Well, you
visit?
know, I have to say, I got to know everyone much better than I had before. Because I haven't seen a lot of them for like 20 years or 15 years. But that it was great to see my own immediate siblings too. And that really made it nice
Hang
to just
out.
hang out and talk and visit. Because I visited with everybody enough to where I feel like we all caught up a lot. So,
Okay, now for some of the other questions, is like, what's your favorite TV show?
Antique Roadshow or the Discovery Detectives.
Okay.
Forensic
What are the favorite? I know you don't have much chance to read now, right?
No.
But do you have a favorite kind of book you like to read?
If I have a favorite kind of book, it's mystery, but it's like short stories that I can read, but I don't ever read right now.
Okay.
Mystery. All, what is that, non-fiction, all fiction.
Fictitious.
Okay, if you could have lunch with one person, either living or dead, who would that be? Like, who's your hero that you'd like to have
Oh,
lunch
that's
with
hard.
and pick their brain about something? Or...
That's hard, but you know what? I wish I was now an adult. It's kind of two people. That's not fair. I think it would be kind of fun to see Pop and Gigi again. Because now I would listen to Pop's stories better and have him tell me stuff that I didn't listen to when I was a teenager. And I would just get to know Gigi in a different way. Because she was always such a sweet grandma, but I don't remember talking. I just remember her taking such good care of us. So.
And if you could have wake up tomorrow with some new attribute or talent that you don't have now, what would that be?
You know, I guess I'd like to be able to sing, because I love music. I just had a good singing voice.
Okay. Well, we're glad you were with us this week and glad you had fun.
Thank
and
you.
Have a safe trip back to California.
You know, by the way, let me just say this for record too. Kids, do you ever experience when you grow up? You were awesome on the trip up here. So I hope I can say the same thing when I get home. 2 days of traveling, and you were all so very good. Elizabeth, you're breaking your first top tooth. On the
Left side.
Yep.
Left top tooth.
And you're going to cry a lot, so we're going to put you on Motrin.
My top
Okay.
Bye. There's Elizabeth.
Yes.
Little angelic.
Stacy, did you let them all take big handfuls of the bubble gum? I told them to take tons. Did you take some to travel with? Bubble gum?
Yeah, Granny took it. We can't pull some of it, Leslie.
Okay, you don't say I don't got any. I don't have any. Keep an eye on Simon, Daisy. Please.
What did you say for your person?
Claire, I didn't touch her.
What?
What did you say for your person in the
Okay, we're on.
It's not a red light.
Well, there's no red light
It's
and
recording.
arrows up
Is
there.
it going little arrows
Yes,
going?
it is. We got about 3 foot of view.
Okay. Well, I've had a wonderful time here this week. I think this was a perfect vacation for all of us. We all had our own space, but yeah, we had lots of activities and things to do if we wanted to do them, or we didn't have to do them if we didn't want to. And my favorite thing was probably...
Okay.
Is it going?
Yep.
Okay. Now, after the battery died on me, anyway, all I've gotten was compliments. I think there were a few people that were upset about the weather, that it was too hot and things like that. But on the whole, I think everybody had a good time and wants to know when the next one is. They're anxious for the next one. And my favorite TV show, I don't really have one.
But you said your favorite activity when the battery failed.
And my favorite activity was just visiting with people. I had fun getting to know other people. I mean, I rode horses every day except one, so I had like 6 horseback rides and did that with various members of my family, and that was fun to just chat and ride horses. And even my cousins that I feel like I know well, I got to know even better. And that was fun. And didn't have any major conflicts with any of my kids or any of my grandkids, and we just had a really good time. John got to nap and have a good time too. And anyway, the people that I would most like to have lunch with again, if I had a chance, would be, I think Edward mentioned this too, would be grandmother and grandfather, the O'Connor and the Whitney side, to go back over some of these stories and find out, especially my grandfather, because I never knew him. I just know what I've read and heard from other people, and I'd like to be able to ask him about different things I've heard about and find out what's real and what's fantasy and fable, and for Gigi to go over the old stories with me about that I didn't pay much attention to when I was a child. If I had a talent, if I could wake up tomorrow and have a talent that I don't have now or an attribute, I think it would be something musical too. A lot of people have said that, I know, but it would be great to be able to just pick up an instrument and play, or sit down at the piano and play for people at any time at whim, and or be able to sing. That would be fun. And like I said, I don't really have a favorite TV show. I like to read books. I like the Midford series, or I like autobiographies. The most recent book I'm reading is Snow Falling on Cedars, and I'm enjoying that, but I haven't had much time to read this week. I brought it along to finish up, but I haven't finished it. And the book I'm supposed to read for our book club next month is Cider House Rules, and I haven't bought that yet. But anyway, I like to read. I don't like mysteries or murder mysteries or real stressful books. I like more romantic type things or real life things. And
what was the most interesting fact that you learned this week, right? Talking with people, or a new thing that you learned about somebody. Remember?
Well, I enjoyed hearing about both my son's new jobs, and about Scott's new job in the company of Compact, and about Jason's new job in his company. And one of the things that I learned lots about the Whitney family that I didn't know before. And I feel like I say, even the cousins I already know, I feel like I got to know them even better this week. But just talking to Libba yesterday and finding out about her horseback riding now, and that she's working with handicapped kids and riding horses, I never knew that. And as many times as I've seen her in the past year. So I just picked up little interesting facts like that about different people. And that was great.
Good. What's the best movie you've seen in the last year?
Last year? I can't think of any. Every movie we've gone to has been that good, I don't know. I really don't have a favorite movie either. And you know, Daddy would say, I didn't ask him this question, but he likes that Raising Arizona just because it's so funny and truthful.
About in-law, we saw some people there in Arizona.
And you didn't ever say that if you had a famous person in history that you could have lunch with, or a famous person living or dead that you could have lunch with and spend a couple hours with, who would that be and why?
Oh, it'd be my father.
Pop?
And why?
Just didn't bring him up to date on what's happening.
Okay. And if you could have an attribute that you don't have now, what would it be? If you could wake up tomorrow and have been able to do something, or a new ability or talent, what would that be?
Not worried.
Well, I gave you an
Worry
aid for
doll.
that.
I don't think I got a worry doll.
I
either.
have plenty of worry dolls.
Okay.
So don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. We hope everybody has a safe trip home, so there won't be any bad things to this week.
No repercussions.
Love you all. Bye.